Hello and welcome to the Replay Dugout. I am Tom Abbott. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by. We're taking a look at the 1977 replay that I'm doing. This is Digital Diamond version 13. I'm playing this 1977 season as a hybrid, and what I mean by hybrid is it's being played with multiple games. I'm playing it with APBA Basic, APBA Master Game, Inside Pitch, Payoff Pitch, Digital Diamond, Status Pro Advanced, and yeah, and there's really no rhyme or reason to which game I'm going to play. It's just a matter of what is my mood. And right now I'm trying to, let's see, can I select a stream, refresh, there we go. And if I select that, okay, no, all right, I just wanted to see if maybe anybody's in here and I can say hello and all that good stuff. Yeah, all right. Anyways, let's take a look. The Angels at the A's, and the Angels came in at 5-2 today, and the A's came in at 4-1. I'm sorry, the other way around. The Angels came in at 5-2, and the A's came in at 3-2. And you can see the A's took this one today 2-1 to improve their record to 4-2. California falls to 5. And pitcher was Rick Langford for the A's. And the player of the game was Mallory. I can't remember what S is, if that's Scott or, oh, it's right there on the card, Sheldon Mallory. So let's take a look at the box score for this game. It is a Sunday night here as we wait here. We celebrated my oldest daughter's 30th birthday today. We just got back from that. Rick Langford and Sheldon Mallory key in Oakland's victory. It was a festive atmosphere today at Oakland Alameda County's Coliseum thanks to warm temperatures and bright sunshine. And by the way, I'm not sure where. I know the current A's are playing in a minor league stadium, but I haven't really kept too close of an eye on that. I'm not sure where it's at. An entertaining game also added to the fun on the field. Today's winner ended up being Oakland, thanks to the 2-1 victory. Sheldon Mallory led the offense for Oakland, going 1 for 4 with it. Oakland is now 4-2. I would add here that if we look at the scorecard, Rick Langford for Oakland. For Oakland, he allowed a run in the first inning. Remy led off with a single, and then he was doubled home by Don Baylor, and that was it. I mean, I don't know about that player of the game. I might have to rethink that because Rick Langford 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shutout innings. In APBA, he started off as a C and ended up as an A. And then we had to take him out for fatigue reasons. But I might change that player of the game. In fact, I think the way you do that here is I'm going to see. Well, before I do that, let's take a look at Langford. I know he had all those shutout innings. Let's get back to it here. Back to the box score. What do we have for Langford? Langford, his first victory, pitched 8 innings, allowed a run. He has a 1.12 ERA, struck out 8. That is a strong performance. I am sorry, Digital Diamond Baseball, but I know that Sheldon Mallory had the clutch hit there, driving in 2 runs with that triple, but I am going to give this one to Rick Langford. Rick Langford. The player of the game has been changed, so if we click that, I think we'll see that, and you can see one of my favorite players from the 70s, Mark Fidrich. there we have it. Rick Langford is now the player of the game. Let's go ahead and modify the summary here. I already put a note here. I usually put a note in the summary that the game was played with APBA Basic or whatever game that I played. I changed the player of the game from Sheldon Mallory to Rick Langford. Langford pitched 8 innings of 1-run baseball. I don't know, one run ball game. No, 1-run baseball with 8 strikeouts. So that's good enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and put a save on that. Let's look at the box score here, and let's see. Dave Chalk had 2 hits today. And let's see, who got the RBI? Don Baylor with that double we mentioned earlier. So we had the Angels were 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. We had a double by Bobby Bonds today, Don Baylor, and Joe Rudy. An RBI by Don Baylor, and Jerry Remy committed an error, grounded into a double play. Bruce Bhakti, and the Angels grounded into 1 double play, left 7 runners on. Looking at Oakland here, we had a good performance by Rob. I want to say that's either Piccolo or Piccolo, 2 for 3 today. But the big blow came from Sheldon Mallory, a 2-run triple. He's not having a great year at 125 so far, but we are playing as played lineups, and he was the starting the leadoff hitter for this game. So that might be a good argument right there for not playing as played, that if I was paying more attention and, crafting these batting lineups myself, he probably wouldn't be there. But I'll tell you, I just don't have a lot of time for slicing and dicing and evaluating and all that. And by the way, I do see that somebody has come into the room, but I got to figure this software out. If you're chatting, I can't see it. Let me just click around a little bit here. Docs, lock docs, reset docs. Let me try that. Reset will hide the additional docs you will need to unhide. Okay. Let's see here. No. Docs. Full height docs. No. I'm using the OBS software. I'm not going to do this much longer because if there is somebody here, I don't want to bore you to tears. Let's see. Scene selection tools. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Here. Thank you for being here. And if you're chatting with me, I'm so sorry. I can't see it. And that's just because I have not mastered this software yet. So anyways, getting back to the game here, let's take a look. We had Wayne Simpson, and by the way, I just want to say a thank you to the APBA Baseball Card Bank Facebook group. I had, let's see, an old card for Wayne Simpson. Wayne Simpson was the starting pitcher for California, and let's look at the player editor. And I had a 1977 card, but it was with him as a Kansas City Royal. And I do try to get my cards lined up here so that they're more accurate. Let's see, there's Wayne Simpson right there. And if we double click, can we go into the player from here? Oh, I went into the wrong one. My mouse died, of course. Let's go into the roster. Yeesh. I think running this OBS software at the same time as this Digital Diamond, while this is on a 2017 MacBook Pro. There we go over here. Let's look at the California Angels. I'm wrapping up my vacation. Today is the last day. Back to work tomorrow, Monday. back to the real world. I will say that my fuel tank is filled back up. I feel pretty good. I'm ready to go back to work. So you can see right here, Wayne Simpson card. I didn't have this. I had a 1977 Simpson card as a Kansas City Royal. I went out to the APBA Card Bank Facebook group and I put out a request if anybody had or could. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong site. It's not the APBA Card Facebook group. There is a custom baseball card Facebook group out there. And I went there and I asked if anybody could either make one of these up or if they had one already, and somebody sent me this. So I was able to plug that in and have a more current baseball card for Wayne Simpson. Anyways, let's go look at the day. This baseball season, I'm really just kind of plodding along. I'm not in any hurry. Honestly, at the pace I'm going, if I play a full season, this is probably going to take me 10 years, and I don't even care. I don't care how long it takes because this is just a game at a time thing, and I'm just having fun, and I'm not really worried about how fast I'm getting it done. I do have another project that I'm doing. It's a Jim Abbott project where I'm going through the 1991 season with Digital Diamond, and I'm only playing his games, and only as long as he's pitching, and after that I just fast play everything. So, anyways, that was his best, third in the Cy Young voting that year. So in real life, so. Anyways, but as you can see, as this day is going, this was a really good game that I had played earlier. Milt May came up with a clutch eighth inning home run to put the Tigers up 3-2, and to beat Toronto. You can see here, I need an up-to-date Steve Foucault. I thought I had one, Steve Foucault baseball card. You see, that's the problem is I do have one, but it's on my other laptop. So when I save games and I back up a season and then I put it out in the cloud and then I play it on a different laptop, I pull that backup down and I get my Digital Diamond up to date on that particular laptop. It doesn't carry with it the baseball card images. So if I fix it in one place, it doesn't carry on to another. So I have to fix it in both places. So if that makes sense. Anyways, let's go take a look at the season overview. And then I think I'm going to wrap up this video. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right, we've got Cleveland, and they are a half game up on the Tigers at 3-0. Tigers are 4-2 with the Yankees a game back at 3-2. In the AL West, Oakland and California, two teams that just faced off today, and Oakland took the victory, and so they are locked in a dead heat in the American League West. It is early. In the National East, we've got the Mets and the Pirates tied for first place with the Phillies right on their heels. And in the National League West, you've got the Dodgers and Reds locked in a first place tie. And Houston and San Francisco, a game and a half back. Al Cowens has already got 4 home runs this year, as does Bobby Grich. Bobby Grich is from Muskegon, Michigan, by the way. Just want to throw that in there, and a fellow Michigander. George Foster, 4 home runs in the National League, and Joe Morgan with 10 RBIs. This early in the season, I'm not paying much attention to batting. Really sky-high batting averages. You gotta wait a few weeks into the season to start getting a better idea on that statistic. Ron Guidry, Andy Hassler, and Frank Tanada with 2 victories apiece. As Jack Billingham, Woody Fryman, both for the Reds, are leading the National League. So, anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try this different angle here. Let's see if that's working. Yeah, okay. I'm just continuing to plod along in this 1977 season. I am taking on another game here in about a week. I should be getting Replay Baseball, and I am really excited about that. I've been talking with a good friend of mine, Mark Miller, about it. And he's been telling me all about that game. He's actually giving me some old seasons that I'm really excited about. And I have a PDF with some of the teams. I can't remember what season it is, and then I downloaded and then I have and I downloaded the free version of the PC game, PC Replay Baseball, and I've been reading through the directions. Excuse me, and following along on PC Replay, the software, and I'm shocked at how easy the game is. I was really expecting more of a learning curve, kind of like inside pitch is kind of takes a little while to get your arms wrapped around it. That game, Replay Baseball, man, I was flying along within like 10 or 15 minutes. It is it, I have a feeling that might become my overall favorite game, um, because I think it really kind of has that right balance of complexity and playability. You want a good balance there. You don't want something that's so complex that you're just sitting there. Every play is a slog through charts and trying to figure things out, and then in the other side, it's so playable, but there's no realism to it. So you want somewhere kind of in the middle. And I got a feeling Replay is going to be that game. But that's not to put the other games down. I'm still a fan of APBA Basic. I'm still and I like the Master game too. Not as much though. Payoff Pitch. I love Payoff Pitch. Inside Pitch. I mentioned that earlier. Yes, that is a complex game. But you know what? Every now and then, I just get in the mood for a game where I don't mind figuring things out. And Inside Pitch is that game for me. Anyways, well, I'm going to wrap things up. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please, if you don't mind giving me a like, maybe a subscribe, all that good stuff that you're supposed to say. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday night and a great week.